Yesterday in the evening, there started to appear some news about wiretapping of our General Zaluzhny, the chief of the head of Ukrainian armed forces. There were some news that his office was wiretapped. And then in the morning, I think the SBU, the Security Service of Ukraine, then made some announcement that yes, really there was a wiretapping, some listening device was found in General Zaluzhny's office. But then they said, and it appeared to me that as if they were trying to sweep all this under the rug, because they said, well, it was, they mentioned only the one listening device. Then they said that it was not actually in the office of Zaluzhny, it was in the place he was supposed to be. He might have been present in this place under some circumstances. And then they said that this listening device was not connected to anything. He was not connected to any recording equipment. He was not recording. Well, it was not recording anything, and it was not broadcasting anything. And then further they said that they took this device and gave it to experts so that they can, give their opinion. But if they just gave it to the experts, how they can know that it was not, broadcasting anything, or it was not connected to anything, and it was not recording anything? Okay, but actually, it was. I think it was in the conference room that under the table. And in this conference room, it was supposed some kind of a war cabinet or war meeting was supposed to be held, and quite sensitive materials were supposed to be discussed. So yeah, and also it was then further became known that. It was not the only listening device. There were some devices that were installed in the office that was supposed to be occupied by the personal assistant of General Zaluzhny, and also in the office that was supposed to occupy the guy who is our chief negotiator, chief communicator with our Western allies. So yeah, I think that also in these two areas there should be there is a possibility that some quite sensitive matters to be discussed. And if these people had had this information, it would be quite damaging to our country. So the question is, who was doing this wiretapping? And there appear at once two versions. First, obviously, Russians, and second is about, well, everybody knows that there are quite strong rumors that there is some kind of a feud or some kind of a jealousy from office of our president towards General Zaluzhny. And immediately, because of such rumors, there was a version that it was done by office of Ukrainian president, and under the direction of Mr. Yermak. I think it is quite damaging to our country to have such rumors and to have such that. But the thing is that these rumors can be destroyed quite easily if the people who are mentioned in such rumors just go out and deny it. But there is no denial from the office and no denial from the president about it. So that's why these rumors are growing, and everybody is talking about the possibility that it was done by not by Russians, but by our own people to, I don't know, to listen what is said there, what was the purpose there. It is quite unsavory rumor, and I don't like that we are, as society discussing such rumors, and even this appear such rumors in our society about that, because we are in very dangerous times where we have to stick together and not to sow any kind of this dissent. And if it was done by Russians, then the question is how they were able to operate so freely, just on the nose of Budanov and Maluk, the heads of our, the most potent security and intelligence services. Then there was a news that everybody who had access to this to those rooms, all of them were questioned using polygraph. So there is an investigation underway who was doing this wiretapping and how they were able to, to bring such devices into such secure place. Okay, there was some kind of a presentation today, and General Zaluzhny was present there, and there were some journalists, and they were able to ask him several questions, and naturally they asked him about this incident, and he was quite, open, frank, and he said, I don't know who done that. There is an investigation, and it is normal thing in the war that our enemies would like to know our secrets. And then he said that it was one of the locations that he was using for work, and this particular location was unused for some time. And he was supposed to use it today in the morning, because of that, the night before it was swept for listening devices, and they found these listening devices and then cleaned the place. And after they cleaned the place, they held this meeting there. There was actually a meeting in these same places because they were deemed secured. They were secured. So he was not accusing anybody of anything. He just said there is an investigation. We will see what the outcome of this investigation. Also, it was told there were some rumors. I don't know how accurate they are. That there are there is a special organization in our government who is providing security to the top officials of our government. It is like security service in secret service in the United States. It is called some kind, if translated from Ukrainian, some Directorate of State Security, of Government Security, something like this. And for some reason, there is a rumor that General Zaluzhny doesn't have a security detail from this organization. And this is specialized organization. They have the top professionals in this field of providing security detail for security for top government officials, and our head of our armed forces doesn't have it. I know that he has some kind of a security from some other, maybe from army or whatever other services, but not from this specialized service. So who done it, we don't know. But there were quite damaging rumors about that, and there were some, the reporting was done in such a way that it was, it appeared that somebody wants to sweep all this matter under the rug. And if it was not done by our other, parts of our government, then why there is such a thing? Well, it is very worrisome. I don't like it at all, and in many cases, in both cases, if it was done by us or if was done by Russians, because if it was done by Russians, it means that Russian spies they knew where this location is. They knew that it was supposed to, this meeting and the work of our chief of our armed forces was supposed to be held there. And I mean, if it was known, the location was known, you can do you can try to have to make a missile strike on this location just to behead our armed forces, because besides our chief of our armed forces, there are quite a lot of top brass of our armed forces, together with him, and it will be quite damaging to us. Well, that's all I wanted to say today. Have a nice evening. So, bye. Slava Ukraini.